Opening prayer. The opening prayer can be found at the last page of the standing orders, Appendix C of the part 16. Opening prayers. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon the Parliamentary Council of the SRC of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the President of the SRC and the Vice Chancellor. Endow members of Parliament with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of their work, students may be well and truly served, and thy good purposes for the common human life shall be realized in our midst. Amen. I hope you all have the other paper. I've kept the digital one on the page, and this is the hard copy. I will soon send you the link so that you post in the group and you post. You post on your platform. On the other paper, before the commencement of public business section, the first is opening prayer, of which we've tackled. The second is welcome address. My victors and my fellow students, you are duly welcome to the 16th/17th house, because you are supposed to be in the 17th house, but the 16th house is only in its own wisdom, in the wisdom of the leadership of the 16th house, offering to you a mock sitting, just like I think on campus there is the KNUST Parliament, it's also a mock house, in that the school has not given them the mandate to matters of legislation. They can only debate, it's only a learning ground. But the SRC Parliamentary Council is not a mock house, it's an actual parliament house where rules are made for students. That's how important parliament is. So I get that lots of the times, lots of you have things to do at your respective constituencies, but anytime you don't come for sitting, you are delaying processes of lawmaking for the good purposes of students' welfare. So I would acknowledge that every time you take the lecture and come for sittings. I once again congratulate each and every one of you for taking time to come for this sitting. I don't have much to say. The link. I do not have much to say. Much is in the ears of the person listening. You can say very least, but the person is much because of how much value they put on what you've said. So you are welcome to the house. Going forward, I would invite His Excellency Shackle, why is he Shack, to give you a welcome address. Mr. President, you are duly acknowledged, and then the stage is yours. The microphone.
Good day, honorable and esteemed parliamentarians of the 16th KNUST SRC. 17th, my bad. It's an honor to have you, myself, together with my running mates, my vice Presidents, Justice Etienne Frimpong, are looking forward to collaboratively work with every single member of the Parliament and also satisfy the interest of the good people of KNUST. So help us, God. Amen.
Amen. That was a brief but important one. I think that is it. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to experience every facet of Parliament. So we will go on a recess. The reason is that in lots of your sittings, especially when there is almost a deadlock, what happens is that there ought to be a recess for things to be talked on informal grounds, and especially when there are structural barriers, like you're having a sitting and then the IDL staff say that they want to go home, and the speaker would have to talk to them. At every point in time, there should be a speaker. What if the deputy speaker is not around? It means that there has to be recess for that to be settled. So in those matters, if the recess is not on the other paper, the speaker in his own wisdom can open the floor for a motion to be filed for a recess, and the seconder to second the motion, and then what happens is that recess is duly followed. After recess, too, the reason why I gave room for recess is that there are a number of things that happens after recess. After recess, what happens is that ordinarily every recess means that the house has been adjourned. So in the wisdom of Parliament, when you go for recess, you upon. So after recess, what happens is that if there is an other paper that has not been completed, it stands for corrections. So after recess, the floor is open for the other paper to be corrected. So that you can do that in line with how much time you have. Maybe you are supposed to close at 5. After recess, it is 4:40. You can correct the other paper by saying that, Mr. Speaker, I think our time has, it's two things. It's either you file for, when it is in matters of time, it's either you file for an extension. It's part of the standing orders. It's either you file for an extension, maybe a 1 hour or 2 hour extension, or you file to correct the standing paper and slash some items on it. So in this state, you cannot slash any other credible business. You cannot slash the adjournment and announcement. You cannot slash opening prayers, and you cannot slash recess. Those are more or less like conventional procedures you have to follow. But you can slash maybe deliberations and introductions, and you can slash those ones. And so you can now slash that, and then let the house follow through. So on that note, the house would go on a recess, a very short one, like 2 minutes recess and come back. It's just to let you observe how it is actually done. Then I will let you talk because I need you to talk. Thank you.
The house.
The House, you may have your seats. Recess has been duly observed. You are welcome back. The floor is open for a motion to be filed for correction of the order paper with items that honorable members or the House deems appropriate. Thank you. So any honorable member can. The non-residential caucus. Incoming non-residential caucus. College caucus. Anybody? Honorable Minor, please stand up. And use the microphone. I, Honorable Minor, Linda, what, Safo? Linda Safo. Safo. Yeah, so you mention your name and then file for a motion, file for the correction of the order paper. So I, Linda Minor Safo,
Linda Safo,
of the General Secretary of the Republic Hall Constituency,
General Secretary of Republic Hall Constituency,
file for the correction of the order paper.
File for the correction of the order paper.
That
That
there should be a consideration in adding the swearing in of the Vice President.
That there should be the consideration of the swearing in of the Vice President.
To the items at the after commencement of public business session.
Of the items of
The second part of the order paper.
the second part of the order paper.
Thank you. Any seconder? Yes, please. Honorable Lily, yeah. Please stand up. You know how to second already, right? So, I.
Hello. I.
Honorable Lily.
Honorable Lily Tuba.
Honorable Lily Tuba of the General Secretary of the College of Science Constituency.
General Secretary of the College of Science Constituency.
Seconds the motion.
Seconds the motion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Leadership of the House has duly recognized the motion and has accepted it. The swearing in of the Vice President shall take place before the fifth item. So in that, after the commencement of public business reads 5. Swearing in of Vice President. 6. Introduction of incoming members of Parliament. 7. Deliberation on the powers of Parliament. 8. Deliberation on possible focus of the 17th House. 9. Any other credible business. 10. Adjournment and announcement. 11. Closing prayers. And 12. Recess. You get it? So if it was that they had moved the motion to slash any of it, that would have been omitted and then the numbers would become less. Yeah, that was why I was telling Honorable Hamza that normally because things can change, maybe we can decide to work on a bill and then the committee will report back to the speaker that unfortunately they cannot work on it. It means that that item has to be sliced out. So if I had brought it, now I have to bring another one again and I have to bring, and it just doesn't help the House. So we wait after making sure that all future have been seen. We have seen clearly what the future holds. Then we can get you the other paper. So now the other paper has been, it's a sitting. This is a natural sitting. It's a natural sitting. The only reason why it is mock is that you cannot pass laws. Why? Because you've not been sworn in. So the swearing in I'm about to swear him in is just for familiarity's sake. So when the speaker comes, in the speaker's wisdom, he can decide not to swear him in, depending on what he thinks. Maybe I'll think that the vice president can help and liaise better with parliamentarians. I think that the vice president will come and do powerful things here. So I'll not even bring him here to come and disturb my business. You get? So in the wisdom of the speaker, he will decide to, the house is, he is the moderator, but the house ultimately is yours. You can decide to change him. But what good does it do you? He can also decide to sack you from the house. Or you won't go. You go. All right, so Master Justice Etienne from Pong, shall you be on your feet? After I saw you joined the college caucus in that, in respect of your academic duties and also in respect of the school structures that the school runs on the collegiate system, I would bid that, I don't know about your actual house, but I will bid that you join the college caucus. So you take the oath of a member of parliament and you will visit the constitution and you take the oath of secrecy and the oath of allegiance, then you would assume your duty just for this sitting. All right, so oath of a member of parliament. Your right on your chest and your left up. Marshal, yes. Right on your chest and left up. Please give him a microphone. I'm taking you all through these things because if not anything at all, I know that a disabled student is supposed to join your house, and when he does, by then you would have been sworn in, so the speaker has to swear him in. What if the speaker is not around and is the deputy speaker chairing? And any of you sitting here holds the potential of becoming deputy speaker. So at least you know the processes of swearing somebody in. And even if the two of them are absent, they still can still function. The house can still function. It is only that day, when you come for the sitting, so people can come for sitting, and on the speaker's orders, you can now decide to choose one of you, elect one of you to be speaker. That was how come Katie Hammond became a speaker for one day. I don't know those of you that. Yeah, so oath of a member of parliament.
I repeat after me. Oath of member of parliament.
I,
Justice Etienne from Pong,
having been elected a member of the parliamentary council,
having been elected as a member of the parliamentary council,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the SRC,
that I will bear true faith to the allegiance of the SRC,
as by law established,
as by law established,
that I will uphold, preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of the SRC,
protect and defend the good name of SRC,
the Constitution of the SRC,
the Constitution of the SRC,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of a member of parliament. So help me God.
So help me God.
Oath of allegiance.
Oath of allegiance.
I,
Justice Etienne from Pong,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Student Representative Council,
by the SRC Constitution established,
and shall uphold and preserve and defend the Constitution of the Student Representative Council. So help me God.
So help me God.
and you take the oath of secrecy.
Oath of secrecy.
I,
Justice Etienne Henry Frimpong,
holding the office of Member of Parliament,
holding the office of Member of Parliament,
do in the name of Almighty God swear,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear,
solemnly affirm
that
I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter.
that I shall directly or indirectly
I will not directly or indirectly communicate or
will
reveal
not directly or indirectly communicate any affair
to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration
that shall be brought under my consideration
or which shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties,
or which shall come under
to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties,
or
as may be specially permitted under this constitution, permitted under this constitution. So help me God. Thank you. You're welcome to the house. You may take your seats. You can sit beside Honorable Walker. So the seat item then is introduction of incoming members of parliament. Honorable members, the house, I would want you to introduce yourselves so that your colleagues will also know you, and myself, or for this sitting, myself, I would also know you. Before that, when you rise up that you want to excuse the house, you bow before the maze, especially when you are closer to it. You bow before the maze. When you are coming to sit, you bow before the maze. So, Marshall, please give them the microphone. We'll start from the hall caucus. So naturally, the hall caucus sits here, the college caucus sits in the middle, and then non-residential sits here. I like the non-residential. For me, the non-residential has always been my favorite as a house. Is your favorite too? Marshall, please give them the microphone. It's because I think the non-residential, the microphones are not working. Honorable Judge, please, you can try to see if yours is working. Is it on? You have to on it. It's working. Okay. So, Honorable Minor, please, you start the introduction, and we move to the hall caucus and then the college caucus.
So, my name is Minor Linda Safo, Republic Hall General Secretary.
I am Judith Amponse, Independence Hall General Secretary.
Please start the introduction again. You are honorable members. Start the introduction again. Honorable Minor, please start again. Honorable Interim, I'm very sorry. Honorable Minor, please start again. From hence, anywhere you go and you're in discharge as president, the only place you would have to say maybe minor is when you are in your official capacity as a student. But ordinarily, when you're introducing yourself to people, you can say His Excellency, you can say Honorable. It's part of your capacities. It's part of your official capacity. So please bear that. Okay.
My name is Honorable Minor Linda Safo, Public Hall General Secretary.
I am Honorable Judith Amponse, Independence Hall General Secretary.
Honorable Intiamwa Benedict, Independence Hall President.
Honorable Frederick Edu Chumwaye Mazi, College of Arts and Built Environment General Secretary.
Honorable Precious Owusu, College of Humanities and Social Science General Secretary.
Honorable Lily Tuba, College of Science General Secretary.
Honorable Karim Hamza, College of Humanities and Social Science President.
I am Honorable Nana Ejikum Boateng, the President duly elected for the Science Students Association.
I am His Excellency Justice Etienne Frimpong, the SLC Vice President.
I am Honorable Jaja Divine, ISA President.
Honorable Foster Menu, Are you as a South Member of Parliament? MP.
I am Honorable Nathaniel Nketia, Bomso Ahinsan MP.
I am Honorable Ebenezer Usukovna, Member of Parliament for New Side Terminal Body, constituency.
I'm Honorable Semwanga Aaron, International Students Association General Secretary.
Thank you, the House. You are duly recognized. Thank you for the opportunity to know you, and thank you for the opportunity for your colleagues to duly recognize you. So, also, there are lots of unparliamentary things. There are parliamentary and unparliamentary things. First of it is things that do not promote unity amongst the House. Second is things that contribute to contempt of Parliament. Like, an example is you are undermining the House of the authority. If you sit and call your friend, imagine you're having a sitting, and let's take my house for example, and you say, hey Paul, while we are having a sitting, it's very unparliamentary, and I can subject you to, or even Honorable Paul himself can subject you to the Privileges Committee to be dealt with. You cannot say, imagine, you are not supposed to be doing that. But we are the makers of our own rules, so a lot of the time we let it go. But when the person takes offense, I cannot let it go. Yes. And second is like what you were doing, to mention your names just like that. Papache, it's very unparliamentary. It's very unparliamentary. And there are a lot more unparliamentary things that, I mean, if anything constitutes to content of Parliament, content of Parliament also is anything that prevents you from executing your official duties as oh no, Masha, what are you telling me? As members of Parliament. All these things are contempt of Parliament. Thank you. So the seventh item is deliberation on the powers of Parliament. So I would want to hear from lots of you, almost all of you, on what the powers of the Parliament is and what you think the House is. So basically, this is where there is in deliberations and debates that the conventional science come into play. The conventional science are the this for information. This for points of information. It is always above your head in the knowledge that even yourself, you are under the order. So it's always above your head. One of the unparliamentary things is also to be doing sitting and be wearing this. It's very unparliamentary. So the knowledge of its information in that you're about to contribute to what somebody is saying, or you think that you can better contribute to what somebody is saying. Maybe somebody has raped somebody and the matter happened in your jurisdiction or your constituency. You can also contribute to the conversation. So you raise that. And this is point of correction. The reason why it should always be above your head. Correction, in that the C is correction, I, information, and then this is O, points of order. Points of order, when you stand, you always have to tell us which order from the standing orders you are rising on. If you don't rise on any point and you are using points of order, it is subject to contempt of Parliament. You are playing with Parliament. All right. So the floor is open for deliberation on the powers of Parliament. So anybody at all you can speak. So you can stand on your feet, and you don't have to raise your hand. You just have to stand on your feet, and we will recognize you. You speak. Honorable Nana, please, you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable. Thank you so much for this opportunity. First off, I think I have a question with the ring you pulled out, because considering some of the honorable members might be married, and so it is legal that you walk around with your married ring. And so I was so shocked that you said it was unparliamentary to come to sentence with a ring. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you. All right, so clearly the ring was one on my little ring, and it's not a married ring. So apart from, clearly it can be seen that it's an act of exuberance or an act of fashion, and you should be subject to the standing orders, which predicts how you should dress. You should dress formally or appropriately to the house. So that is it. And please, any other person, you can basically ask all the questions you have. Basically, all the questions you have here. Oh wow! Yeah. Hello, you're welcome. I learned you are the Comfort Anochi JCR General Secretary. I have so much respect for you because that is my deputy speaker. My deputy speaker is also the general secretary for CAT JCRC. She's an amazing person. You're welcome. So that is it. Please, any other? I want us to talk. The reason is that your confidence, one way or the other, in speaking in the house contributes so much to the success of the house. Because if you don't voice out, you voice out through your votes. But if you voice out, the speaker or the leadership of the house has the opportunity to know what you want and then direct legislation through that way or that path. And then you have, but if you don't voice out, you can go for a vote and everybody will say no. It means that, so that's part of the reason why I called you here, so that we can all nurture our confidence in speaking. Anything at all. Yeah, Honorable Kobina.
Thank you very much, right, Honorable. So you gave information that before you can move out of your chair and let's say go out, you have to bow to the base, right? Of which, yeah, we understand. Yes. But I would like to ask if in the situation where you have an equally important meeting to attend to and you like to excuse yourself, are you supposed to say something to the marshal before you just go out, or you can just bow and walk out?
Okay, so you don't have to talk to the marshal about anything unless the speaker has asked the marshal to come and talk. But you can talk to him, but you don't have to ask permission before you go out. You can even decide not to bow. In the eyes of the speaker, maybe unfortunately you didn't see it or it didn't come to mind. You get, so if the speaker, or maybe you had a call and you rushed, I don't have to say, Honorable Kobina, please come back and bow to the maze. I can do that, but normally I wouldn't. Why? Because I believe that in your right senses you would have done it. So you don't have to ask the marshal for anything. Yeah. So that is it, Honorable Kobina. It's very simple.
And lastly, like our dear Honorable just came in, if you are late, can you just come in and sit down? And
oh, yes, you can come in and sit down at any point in time. At any point in time. You can come in, leave the house, come back again. Nobody literally cares. Nobody literally cares. Yeah. You can even stand up and go and sit at the gallery. In my eyes, you are not part of the house. So this is the gallery, and that part is also the gallery. You get it? Yeah, so it makes the house beautiful. You get me? Maybe equally you want to know what they are saying on the floor, but you also have something to do. You can excuse yourself, stand about the maze, and sit at the last bench or here. And you don't also have to cross carpet. You cannot be talking to Honorable Jaja, cannot be talking to Honorable Mr. President. I know that you are president, but here you are an honorable. Honorable that no, you are crossing carpet. If you have anything to discuss, you have to go out and discuss what you have to discuss. So you can go and sit at the gallery and you should not be crossing carpets. So I'm praying that at the end of it, you respect your caucuses and your caucus heads. Your caucus heads can either be elected or be appointed by the speaker. Neither of it is wrong. The truth is that if you vote, it's one person that will become caucus head. If that will become caucus head. If we appoint two, it's one person that will become. Just I think that the speaker prevented you. Maybe the speaker saved you from hating your friends because you can go to vote and you get 0. Go ask Honorable Newman. He didn't get 0 though, but he campaigned so hard for deputy speaker. So, I mean, you have to find ways and means and talk to Master Shackle and know who he decides or who he might be the speaker so that he starts friending the speaker. Because the appointment is in matters of trust. When you are appointed, Honorable Commoner, please, you can have your seat. And you can just ask your question and sit down. You can just ask a question and sit down. If the speaker decides to do anything like ask you a follow-up question, you can stand and, but you can always, after speaking, you can sit down. Yeah. So the house is beautiful. It's not all protocols. We are the makers of our own rules. I remember one time, Honorable Paul and Honorable JB, they were the two. They like to have a lot of friendship conversation while we have sitting. One sit here, one sit here. So normally I don't like calling them because when this one makes remarks, this one wants to rebut. And one said that one has called the other JB, so she's recommending him for privileges committee or whatever. I've forgotten what the actual thing were, but I decided not to mind them. But the house is fun. That's what I'm trying to say. It's fun. You can use the standing orders for, you can be using orders for. It should be fun. It should be fun. It should be fun. And please, I pray that you always give the caucus heads the opportunity to sit in front. I'm just praying that you do. It's just a convention. It's just something we see it's right that at least they'll sit in front. So please, any other person? Honorable Hamza, you are the only acknowledged.
Mr. Speaker.
Normally, I will not say Honorable Hamza. I will just say yes or Honorable Hamza.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, the House. In relation to just the caucus head that you mentioned about, so the standing order part 2 of the standing order number 5 states that the leadership of the SRC, the leadership of the SRC Parliament shall include the Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Clerk, and then the Deputy Clerk, and then the Marshal as well. So I wanted to know, I think with the previous houses, the 16 and then the 17, we have the caucus heads that you just mentioned. So I just wanted to know if they are also part of
they fall on. I think it's part of the reasons why we are having constitutional review. So we've added them to the documents of the House. But the House can right now, and as we are sitting, we can decide to pass a resolution and then have police officers around. That's how beautiful the House is. You get me? So normally what we do is that after dissolution and after swearing in, we decide to have it because we think that if a caucus wants to communicate, who are they communicating on? You get it? So even though it's not there, we can pass resolutions and then, so that's how we've been doing it. But now it will be recognized in your standing orders. Trust me, the standing orders are also under review because the Constitution is under review. So we've added it to it, and a number of beautiful things have been added too. Yes. And so let me just show you some very. So imagine if in your hall, an honorable, or in your constituency, an honorable, a person, somebody disrespects you, you can write to the House, and the House can summon the person, because one way or the other it undermines your. But you have to find a way to link it to your. But once you're an honorable member, if your name is put into disrepute, it affects the House. That is acknowledged. So you can write to the House, and the House can call the person to come and tell why he did what he did. So maybe if anybody wants to mess with you, you can be using those. There are a lot of privileges too, but there are a lot of restrictions too as a member of the House. What I just said, I think, so you mentioned the order. The orders are you see from order 1. Order 1 is, so you start from, order 1 is at the preamble. These orders are the standing orders of the Parliamentary Council of the SRC and shall be so called. So order 5 is part 2. Order 5 is the leadership of the House. So if I mention an order, I say order 12. Order 12 is part 3. It is on page 7. I don't know if you have your standing orders, but I will get you in copy, in-person standing orders for your House. Don't worry. So that when you come to sit in, you can access them like myself. So order 12 is order 12 part 7. You get it? It says that a member or any student or anyone who has been found guilty by the Privileges Committee of defaming the House or any other individual shall be dealt with accordingly in case such an offender is to render an apology. It shall be, in case such a member is to render an apology, it shall be at a parliamentary sitting. So it means that what I just told you, that you can subject anybody that disrespects you to, the house, but that person cannot be a shuttle driver. Why? Because he's not a student. Your powers don't go there. You have to. It's management that deals with people like that. Yeah, so the standard orders are beautiful. Order 14 also talks about contempt or breach of privileges. Order 13 talks about allowances and honorarium. Members shall be entitled to semester allowance as well as allowance for other business outside the ordinary parliamentary council. Part 2, order 13, part 2. Semester allowance of individual members or officers shall be determined by punctuality to sitting, regularity at sitting, contribution and dedication to service, as well as rank in terms of leadership. So the speaker may determine that everybody, a sitting is 50 cedis, but he's giving caucus heads and maybe leadership 70 cedis. And maybe one honorable member, oh, this honorable member, I want to appreciate the person, so that person will be given 70 cedis. I think I brought a document here like that. Yes, I brought a document here like that. So this is how the processing sheet is just like. But here everybody has 50 cedis. Some persons too, they come for sitting. You realize I made the clerk bring you some books. Some persons, they come for sitting, but they don't sign. So it's not that I didn't come for sitting, but I cannot lie for you. So you came, but I'll put dash there because you didn't sign. So when you come, don't forget to sign, else your money will not be given to you. So if I read here, the first person had 200 cedis. The second person had 800 cedis. Fortunately, he's president and general secretary of constituency. So how come? There's that one did not sign, one chose not to be signing. He gets me. Yes. So you can party the clerks so that they will always remind you to sign. Okay, they always remind you to sign. So please be reading the standing orders. I just want to read to you a bit of some complicated. Sitting, order 21 is sitting in camera. Sitting in camera, unfortunately, means that we will not stream it. We will not communicate anything to anybody. Imagine maybe it's strictly discretion and strictly secret. Maybe we've decided that we are going to buy a car for the SRC president and we don't want people to know. So now we will not come in public. We can sit in camera. When we are sitting in camera, we will not tell anybody that we are doing any sitting. We just come. It reads, the speaker may, in consultation with the House, order a particular sitting or rest of a continuing sitting on a particular subject to be held, discussed or held in camera, having regard to the need for confidentiality. So maybe budgets, budgets, we are discussing budgets, and then the first part of the first sitting, we had a very gross sitting. There were a lot of fights, throwing of bottles. Now we will no longer stream it because it's dangerous. It affects the reputation of the House. So until the budget is passed, you will be sitting in camera. 2, no stranger, except permitted by the Speaker in consultation with the House, shall be present when proceedings are held in camera. And please, you see, some of the things like no stranger, except permitted by the Speaker in consultation with the House. In consultation with the House does not necessarily mean that the House, like the General House, it can be leadership of the House. It can be Deputy Speaker. Why? Because this document is digested by the Speaker. It's the Speaker that determines what this document means. So the House, so which part of the House? Do you get it? So you cannot go and raise the order that the order said the House, so it's supposed to be the General House. You get me? However, you can also raise a motion that you think that is in the best interest of the House, that the House there, the Speaker should please consider it as a General House. The Speaker can overrule it to what end? It means that if you overrule it, whatever thing you are going to discuss with people, they will also not mind you. You get it? So, I mean, we work on compromise. Yeah. The third also says that records of proceedings held in camera shall be released upon the direction and approval of the Speaker, and disclosure contrary to this shall be treated as gross breach of privileges and contempt of Parliament. And contempt of Parliament, the Speaker, in consultation with the leadership of the House, can decide that you are no longer a member of Parliament. So imagine you are a course president, you come to Parliament, and now you've gone to conduct yourself in an inappropriate manner. The Speaker is saying that course no longer have somebody representing them, so it will be just a general secretary. How unfortunate is it? I think your people can even impeach you on that. That's if your people decide to, because of your act, you did not consider their welfare because of your act. And then there's questions to officers of the SRC too. So maybe you, in your own wisdom, you realize that the SRC General Secretary did a program, but the program, you feel that the program has no essence. You can write to the Speaker, you can write to the Speaker and invite the person to the House. That's, Mame, adeɛ a wayɛ deɛ bɛkyerɛ de nti a wɔde sika bebrebe ayɛ adeɛ wei na yɛba nipa 3 pɛndɛt hɔ. Do you get what I mean? Yes, and if you want to speak a dialect, you gain the approval of the speaker, and you can speak a dialect. But unless so, if you do, you have to interpret it. You get me? So that is it. It's a very beautiful house. It's a very beautiful house. So when you are working, you know that you have so many powers. But we work in friendly manners. You get me? Yes. Imagine an SRC appointee or an SRC officer sees you and say that, I will shoot and time burn a show. He said that no, that offends you because you don't think that person can write to the privileges committee and the person will be invited to say, to act why. But if you do that in what spirit? You get me? I feel that the stretches of the power should be on legislation. You get me? Let's review bills. Let's pass bills. Let's do something. Do you all side with me? Rather than, oh, the SRC is doing this one is doing this one is doing this. Charlie, no be on your So please, those are it's any other person. Else we move to the 9th item. Honorable Julius. Is it Judith or Juliet? Judith. Or Honorable Judith.
Okay, so in our classes, we have this, I think it's part of the students' rule that when you sit in class 30 or 40 minutes and the lecturer is not in, you leave the class. If she doesn't call, he or she doesn't call.
Well, you sit in a house for 80 hours and the recording is not reached, you still wait. You still have to wait. You want to about it, you don't want to have the sitting.
Okay, so what if the members of the house are here, but then speaker or deputy speaker, they are not available?
So you can call them and just, I've showed you the remedy to that. You can call them and take order from them. Then you people would elect somebody on the page. You get me? You elect somebody on the page to act as a speaker on that day. The person will come in and chop speaker small. So the speaker comes. If the speaker comes, right, he's the speaker. He can decide not to stand up and then let the speaker come. In his eyes, he has not seen the speaker. What makes you the speaker is the robe. Or your seat. Yes.
And also, no matter how late you are, there are no sanctions.
That's why I just read the privileges to you, your allowance. The speaker can say that you always come late. So I'll give you 1 CD per sitting instead of 50 CDs per sitting. Or the speaker can also decide that. There has been speakers who actually, when they enter, they don't let anybody enter. But to what end? When you bring your bill, we will also let your bill go through. We all stretch our powers. You get it. But to what end? Because we all have equally important things. So how would you say that Honorable Ice Prince came late, so you don't let Honorable Ice Prince talk? And you cannot call an Honorable Ice Prince. It's just because it's a mock. It's an actual sitting though. So Honorable Prince came late, so you know what good does it do you as speaker? What good does it do you as speaker? So we are the makers. Yes, please, Honorable.
Right, Honorable. In the event of what she just said, let's say a quorum has been reached. We have our minimum of, let's say, 13, but one honorable member just has to exit to attend to something else, and let's say the sitting has begun, the house has begun a session. would we have a recess in that moment, or we'll just proceed?
Oh no. Once the person has entered, you don't need the quorum to continue. Maybe when it is commencement of public business that, but we're the makers of our own rule. Ordinarily, when the quorum is not reached, it means that we are supposed to stop, right? But we don't. Why? I've not seen me, the speaker. I've not seen that the quorum has not reached. What I saw is that the quorum has reached, and we started the thing. Unless maybe somebody wants to disturb me and rise on order that we don't have a quorum to continue commencement of public business. You get me? But what good does it do you once again? You get me? Unless maybe they are discussing something that, so the house, it's all schemes. Maybe they are discussing something and think that there's an honorable member that has to be here and he's not here yet. So you want to wait for that person. That way you can decide to worry the speaker small. Do you get me? But ordinarily, like, what good does it do you that the quorum? And once the person enters, normally we can be having a student, we just be 9. We all decide not to mind because we had the 13 and we started. You get me? Yeah. So that is it. That's it. Honorable Governor.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, in a situation where the speaker and the deputy speakers are not around, and we would have to elect one person to take over, I would like to know the limits of the powers of the elect. I mean, whoever is going to take
He doesn't have limit to.
So we can pass bills and do
Yes,
everything.
you can do everything. You can actually even decide to pass a resolution that the speaker would no more be speaker. He doesn't take his. Yes, there's no limit. The House will proceed until the president appoints a new person. You get me? The president can also query your decision as a House from the point of the. Then you also query his decision to query your decision. So the Constitution actually, let me say this, the Constitution actually does not give anybody powers over anybody. Anybody's power can be queried one way or the other if you read the Constitution very well. The reason is that he doesn't see that you fight, he sees that you work together. You get it? So it gives you enough room to love yourself, but no room to hate yourself. Do you get what I mean? So no room to hate yourself. Imagine if the president or executive authority says that he has passed a resolution that there is no parliament. You, on what rule are you going to say that? Now you are also, unless you go and impeach him. You get me? So there's always an antidote to something, but you can also pass, but it's not necessary. Those things are not necessary. Those things are not necessary at all. What is necessary is that Ghanaian people have lights in places they don't have lights. Students of KNST have more shuttles. ISA students find Ghana a good place to be. Those are what is necessary. Those are what you are here for. There are a lot of times I've seen honorable members come in slippers. I don't mind them. I have not seen it. Let's proceed. You get me? Let's proceed. An honorable member calls me, oh, you're fucking. Oh, yes, it's now 1 hour new by. I cannot say, when I come, I'm subjecting to. It's not necessary. What would he give me? You get it. But some speakers, there were speakers that were sacking people because they set rules that when you come, you have to wear a brooch. If you don't wear the brooch, they will sack you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe their time was very necessary, but I mean, at this point, why should I wear a brooch before? You let me enjoy my privileges as. So those are it. We would move to the deliberation on the 8th deliberation on possible focus of the House. So the floor is open for contributions to be made. So this is generally, what do you think is important? Debate what you think the focus of your House should be. So maybe Kendrick MP will bring it that Kendrick this one will say that, oh, we think we should do this. It's just a nice way of talking to yourselves. I'm just giving you the opportunity to, debate on your focus of your House. Honorable Mel, would you want to talk? So before we do that, permit me to acknowledge the presence of the Vice President of the College of Science Students Association, Master Klenam Israel Kuma. Master Klenam, you are duly acknowledged. I think for my president, he has been acknowledged because he gave a speech. So, Honorable Prince is duly here too. Honorable Prince, you are duly acknowledged. I think there are some persons at the gallery. Please, you are duly acknowledged. I don't know your name, but you are duly acknowledged. Please, we are still waiting for you. Anything else? It's just an advice to your colleagues that, oh, maybe where the school is heading to, I think we should prioritize more here, 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 here. That's all. Yes, please.
I believe that as we are all here today, we are all here in the interest of the student body. And then over the years, we can all attest to the fact that there have been complaints on the fact that our student leaders have not lived up to expectation. And so I believe that as we are all coming to office, that which is supposed to be our priority is supposed to be the students. As our Honorable, His Excellency, the President-elect will always say, if the students are satisfied, we are supposed to be satisfied. And so please, let us all try our possible best that whatever we'll be doing in the next few days will go a long way to increase the standard of our students' associations. In fact, one thing is that I believe that even in as much as we are all here in the name of different facets, in fact, I am here in the name of Science Students Association as a college president. Somebody might be here in the name of, let's say, a hall president, a general secretary, or let's say a non-residential MP. But at the end of the day, one of the things that we should know is that the people we are fighting for is just one group of people. That same person might be in College of Science. That same person might be sleeping in Independence Hall. And that same person might also have a friend or a sister who is, let's say, in off-campus. So please, we are all working for one same people. Let us all try our possible best and build a legacy together with our president. And then if the SRC succeeds, we succeed. Thank you.
Thank you. If the SRC succeeds, we succeed. Yeah, I think my honorables, please, there is a seat here for you. Please come forward. Yeah, so the SRC financial secretary elect, the SRC will come elect. And the unfortunate campus MP. Is it campus MP? Please, who is the campus MP? He's not here. Honorable Hofer is not here. Yeah, so unfortunately, you could have been sitting there, but trust in the Lord. He has good plans for you. Honorable Hezekiah, Master Hezekiah, you are duly acknowledged, and my own wife. It's funny how I've forgotten my wife's name. Miss Mavis, you are duly welcome. So if the SRC succeeds, we succeed. Honestly, that is the truth. My deputy speaker is saying she wants all of you to be on time. Please tell them to always be on time. Message from the deputy speaker. Yeah, she also has a big problem with when an honorable member is late, because she comes from Komfanochi, and honorable members that are coming from Indies. You know, Indies normally is not late, so let me not use him as an example. I will not mention anybody, but some honorable members are normally late, and it's a very bad habit. So please, any other contribution? Honorable Prince, okay, Honorable Kovna. If I were the speaker, I would have given him a caucus head, though, because he's active. May I like people that are active? So I'll move fast.
Yeah, thank you, right, Honorable in the House. With this comment, I wanted to reserve it for any other business, but I think it's essential I mention it now. It's about the relationship between parliamentarians and the executives. Over the years, we've been hearing, I don't know, I can't confirm, but I mean, bad relations sometimes. I was once a faculty president, and I was also a senator. So I know much about this relationship. So before we even we were sworn in, we had these rumors and ideologies that right after the budget is passed, we are not, important to the executives anymore. They don't really take us important. So I would like to use this platform to beg the presidents and the executives elect here that in order to have a successful administration or tenure, you are also supposed to treat us well. So I'm begging you, if possible, let us maintain good relationship for now till your administration ends. And as our right speaker said earlier, this year he had a good vibe with the non-residential. So I'm pleading with the incoming speaker to continue the trend. Okay, let us be your favorite. We beg you, because we need your help. Maybe as time goes on, you let the house know what we are going through. You will surely have pity on us. So you understand me. Let the trend continue. Thank you very much, the house.
Thank you, Honorable. Okay, so I just wanted to, the Parliamentary Council, Chapter 7 of the SRC Constitution, Article 39 plus 1, said there shall be established a Parliamentary Council under the SRC which shall perform such functions as are specific in this Constitution. 2. Subject to this provision, the legislative power of the SRC shall be vested in the Parliamentary Council. So when you are passing budget, the only reason why you pass budget is because of Article 41 clause E. That says that have the authority to inquire into the activities. Okay, so Article 41 clause B, receive, discuss and approve budgets of the bodies under the SRC. You get it. And then clause E also says that you have the authority to inquire into activities and administration of the executive officers as Parliament may determine by summoning officers before Parliamentary Council or any parliamentary committee. So you now realize that after budget, your duties are not done because you have legislative duties and you still have oversight duties. You get it. So maybe you've realized that you passed budget, SRC is doing something and it was not in the budget. You can now call them again. You can now write through the speaker. But you can always, I always feel that you can always talk to the president because he's also a person. Fortunately for you, you have been president, so you know how difficult sometimes it is. It can be an oversight. You get it. But yes, please, I want.
You see, initially you were mentioning that we should prioritize parliamentary business over those oversights. It means if you are going to work on only parliamentary duties and the executives are not taking us serious, we shouldn't prioritize that. That's why I wanted us to correct that before we get there.
Yes, please. So, my SRC executives elect, this is a very nice proposal that if you respect me, I'll respect you. If you don't respect them. Honestly, that is very true. It's very bad when you don't respect parliamentarians because Constitution has given them the right to be your watchman. So if they want to worry you, they'll worry you. They'll really worry you. They'll really worry you. But I'm only saying that if they use all their time to worry you, which time will they use to make sure that the people of campus, people in Obuasi are okay? So please, any honorable member. Any honorable member. And then when you find, let me also give this advice. When you find problems, don't wait for AOCB and OACB. When you say it, the only thing the speaker will do is talk to the president and go and talk to the Directorate of Student Affairs. But when you bring a bill, you are bringing a solution. You get what I mean. Like the campus MP currently has proposed a bill, and currently we are working on an amount to buy shuttles. Do you get me? We could have sat and be complaining, let's buy shuttles, but we are finding solutions to it. And we'll do it before we leave. That's a solution to it. So instead of him to have come and be worrying the speaker, let's buy shuttles, let's buy shuttles. He has proposed a bill. Do you get it? I find issues. Off campuses, it's always dark. I think there should be, you bring a solution. I think there should be watchmen. There should be, nobody's minding you. You bring a bill. Watchmen, what, bill. We pass it. We allocate an amount to it. It is done nicely. Do you get it? So when you talk, I mean, I believe that you should pass more bills. There's always another bill to pass. There's always another bill to pass. Yes, please. Please, the floor is still opened. Other than that, we'll be forced to go into any other credible business. Honorable Benedict, please, you would want to speak. Is there anything you want to say? Is there any question? And you go for the Mori, you go, hopefully. You also go for your parliament. Hopefully, maybe your speaker will also work on getting you to go for AU summits and some other summits around. That is also very possible. If you find any, if you can actually apply for programs or international summits, when you can write through the speaker to those to be assisted. You go. The House has a lot of powers. Use them. So those ones, if you are not free with president, you also say that he will let you go. That one's what would you also do? So, I mean, we are the makers of our own rule. This one bows, you also bow. We all work in harmony. Yes, please, Honorable.
Right, Honorable, the House. Please, I wanted to ask about privileges for honorable members.
All right, thank you. So let me read from the standing orders. Privileges and immunity. Order 12.1. There shall be freedom of speech, debates and proceedings in Parliament, and that freedom shall not be impeached or questioned in any place out of Parliamentary Council. 2. No proceedings shall be instituted against a member of Parliament of the Parliamentary Council in any place out of Parliament for any matter or thing brought by him or in before Parliament in any way prescribed by these orders. So if the order gives you maybe you write to someone president and somebody meets you and says, I would just want I don't want someone president. You can now subject the person to, because it's a privilege of yours that when you do something and nobody can meet you anywhere and say, why did you get me? Yes. 3. An answer by a person or a document or a record tendered by that person, someone to attend the parliamentary proceedings for that reason shall not be questioned in any place outside Parliament. 4. Any person who makes publication of the Parliamentary Council proceedings shall not incur liability unless it is shown that the publication was effected maliciously or otherwise in bad faith. So if you say anything about Parliament, like, parliamentarians are saying they've boycotted sitting, it's not a bad thing. But if in the wisdom of Parliament, it is in bad faith, maybe you said that to tease parliamentarian. If you can prove that, then we can hold you reliable. We can hold you liable. 5. Whenever, in the opinion of Speaker, a statement made by a member in primi facie defamatory of any person, the Speaker shall refer the matter for inquiry to the Parliamentary Committee on Privileges, which shall report its findings to the Speaker no later than 5 days after the matter was referred to. 6. When the committee referred to in clause 5 of the article reports to, so virtually you were hoping that you find anything money or anything. There is nothing there like that. It's just to make you work. When a member refuses to tender on a qualified, so you can be asked to. So I think what we are looking for is the allowances and remuneration. Apart from that, I don't think there is any other special thing. But what I've told you is what I've told you. I mean, those are what I've told you. That if you find anything, or maybe you think that your college is not paying, you want to be paid, you can now find a bill, talk to president, fund a bill or sponsor a bill, bring it to Parliament so that they start paying you. Because allowances is not paying, right? But the other argument is also that you are here for service, right? So at least allowances is okay, right? But if you want to be paid, I mean, yes. Yeah, so you can also do that. Apart from that, I don't think there's any. Yes. Yeah, honorable, you have the floor.
Right, Honorable, please, I was thinking you were about to mention free, let's say, hostel accommodation or something. I didn't hear any of that, but
Yeah, so
I'm quite privy to the fact that some honorable members in the past, because of some advantages they were enjoying in the house, in fact.
But do you want the public to know that?
No.
So let's keep it to ourselves.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
If you want the public to know, we can do that. It's in my eyes, I thought that the public was not supposed to. Or Honorable come now, what do you say? The public should know that UNRC. Yes. They worry you. They worry. Somebody will come to your office that he wants you to give him half of your hostel fee because he knows that you have free room. And the next time, what you realize that the person is saying that you're a very wicked person because you didn't do it. Yeah, so there are Mori, you go for Mori. You can talk to your president and also get free food at times. But it depends on your conduct. Because it depends on your conduct. There are certain things I cannot say here, but it depends on your conduct. So please utilize the standing orders. I want to stick by my time. So I would ask that the elected executives and the president comes on the stage one more time and then appreciate your coming. And after that, you would talk about AOCB, any other credible business, and adjourn the house. So, His Excellency Shackle, Wise Ishak, please, and the elected executives, please have the stage. Marshal, so please, when you stand, you bow to our maize for us. Yeah. His advice, he didn't bow to our maize.
First and foremost, we thank every single person, our honorable members, for showing up on this guest meeting. Every little concern that was dropped in today's meeting has been considered carefully. And in good faith, we, the elected executives, assure all members of the Honorable House that we are collaboratively going to work together. And as we primarily stated earlier on, the focus of this whole 65th administration is in satisfying the interests of the average KNUST students to our best capacity. So no segregation, and we are all involved. Ubuntu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, the House. Thank you, Ubuntu. Marshal, do you want to address the House? With that being said, we move to the 9th item, that's any other credible business. Honorable Precious, I want to hear you speak. Honorable Justice, you want to talk? Okay, you have the floor.
So I was right honorable the House. I was going through the standing orders and I realized the main business for this house is committees.
Please, I want to hear you.
People work in committees, and I wanted to know what criteria or what basis is the committee selection done. That's what I wanted to know.
Okay. So the house is supposed to constitute. It's done basically in the wisdom of the speaker. So what normally the practice is that the speaker would constitute a committee, which of course should be led by the vice speaker or the deputy speaker. In that, the deputy speaker normally liaises between the speaker and the house. So if anything of such sort is supposed to be done, of course it's right that he or she leads it. And then the committee will bring out their criteria, but it's basically on basis of trust. In that, it's basis of familiarity and basis of favoritism. I will not lie to you. So the deputy speaker should also be your friend. So you get that the house works on friendship, even though it works on duly protocol, but it works on friendship. Yeah, so basically friendship. Yes. Honorable Mayor, please, it should be on like above your head. Try it again. Yes, so that I know that you two are part of the information. All right, sure. You have the floor. Please, the microphone is working. Have you on it?
Good evening to us all. I'm Intia Melody, the General Secretary for Sanoche this year. I know I came in quite late. I heard you speak about caucus heads.
Please speak in the microphone, else those online cannot hear you.
Oh, sorry. I heard you speak about caucus heads, and I was going through the standing orders to see I might find the roles of caucus heads, but I think I didn't see any. So I wanted you to talk more about that. You know what specifically they are supposed to do.
Thank you. So the caucus heads are actually the leaders of the various caucuses around. The House runs on 3 caucuses: the Hall caucus, the College caucus, and the non-residential caucus. The non-residential caucus is basically the UNRC, the satellite campuses, and probably in the wisdom of the House, I think the disabled students will be part of the non-residential, or I think we'll add them to college, in that the school is not running on the college. So if any caucus should be big, it should be the college. Numbers should keep increasing. Yes. So basically, these caucuses are supposed to have leaders. So what they do is that they coordinate the efforts of the caucus. If a bill or if anything regards, an example is that when we were working on the restoration of the JCRC, it had to be solely the whole caucus. Who is going to lead it? So they are the leaders for the various caucuses. Those are literally their functions, and any function or any duty designated to them by Parliament or the Speaker. So virtually, they are not in now, but it's a convention. Another convention is also that when you stand up, you bow to the mace. It's not in the standing orders, but it's a convention. Another convention is that college caucus should rather sit in the middle, and this one should sit here. So we live by a lot of conventions, and that is one of those conventions. So Honorable Melody, that is it. Yes, so, yeah, all right, sure. It's not on yet. It's not on yet. Try it again. Okay, Marshall, please give him a microphone so that those online can hear him.
Hello. Mr. Speaker, please, when we are officially sworn in as honorable members in exercising our parliamentary duties, if we breach an order, are we going to be sanctioned within some number of days, or maybe you'll be pardoned for some time until you get used to the orders?
Honestly, unless the speaker, I don't know the type of speaker that would sanction you for breaching an order. I mean, that's why there is point of order, to bring you back to the order. It's not, but some people are wicked though. Some people are wicked. The Bible says that the heart of man is continually wicked. So, people are wicked. If you only guess. So, that being said, literally no. I mean, that's why I wanted us to do this too, so that you don't also do that. So learn the thing, learn. It's beautiful knowing the standard of the two. I would not lie to you, myself, I've never gone through the standard orders before. I've never gone through the standard orders before. Like thoroughly, like maybe unless I'm working on finance, I'm going to look at one. But I've never started. They advised me severally, I never listened. So imagine you have a speaker like me and you've learned all this. But by the grace of God, you cannot disgrace me. Yeah. Yeah, but you should learn it. You should learn it. Learn so that you can be talking. You know what you are talking about. It says that the deputy speaker shall elect, the House shall elect a deputy speaker from a member, from the voting members of the House. So the LA can be a parliamentary, but the LA cannot be a deputy speaker. The vice president cannot because they are not voting. The speaker cannot be deputy speaker because I'm not a voting member. So voting members of the House. The deputy speaker shall take a chair in the absence of the speaker or when the speaker is unable to perform his functions. The deputy speaker shall also take the chair whenever requested to do so by the speaker during the sitting without any formal communication to the House. So unless there is sitting, the deputy speaker shall not proceed over meetings because apart from that, the speaker will have to write to the House that maybe for the next month, the deputy speaker will be the speaker. Yeah, so that is basically it. Any other questions or any other recommendation? Honorable Lily, please, you have the floor.
Thank you. Please, you mentioned that you don't necessarily punish honorable members for...
You don't at all, not necessarily.
Okay,
yeah.
quote unquote, sanction honorable members for inappropriate dressing. So in that case, does it mean that we can dress how we want to, or if not, what exactly is the appropriate way to dress? Thank you.
Okay, so the appropriate way to dress is, see the way Honorable Precious is sitting. Your hair should not go beyond your, so you're supposed to tie your hair. Honorable Justice is supposed to wear a tie. Honorable Worker is not supposed to wear a tie because his neck is closed. So even though he's not wearing a color shirt, but his neck is closed, Honorable Prince is supposed to wear a tie because he has a collar attire and he's not wearing a tie. Those in African print are fine. Don't come here with your hands showing. Honorable Judith, don't come and show me your hand. Honorable Minor, please tie your hair. Please don't let me be seeing your necklace. You should put it inside. So I think Honorable Mel, you see the way Honorable Mel's hair is. That's right. If you're wig to wear a wig like Kabesa General Secretary's wig, don't wear a wig like Honorable Lily's wig. It goes beyond your shoulders. I can go on and on and on. So it means that if I wanted to worry, I could have worried you. Yes, but I don't care about those. I don't care about it. So please, but your speaker might not be like me. Some speakers, they want to know that yes, they are speaker. But you actually enjoy your speakership if you are like that, if you are free with your people. You think that you enjoy it when you are like, hey, but that's when nobody will talk to you. And it gets lonely at times. Yes, so yes. So those are it's you should be friends with them. My boss is here. Honor Manuel, he has been part of our house. Every part of our house, he has been helping us. Yeah, so he will continue with you. I'll talk to the speaker so that he continues with you. Honorable Manuel, thank you. I'm calling you Honorable because you've literally been part of our proceedings. He handles our accounts and all that on discretion. Yeah, so. Miss Fisker, what are you writing? I've realized that you are not writing. Please come and explain to the house why you are not writing. Come. Please come and explain to the house. Please come. Miss Fisker, the house is running on time. Please come. You didn't iron your robe too. That's nice. So the House, Honorable Fisker is explaining to us why the House is a House of records, and at this moment we are not prioritizing records. So Honorable Fisker, you have the floor. Miss Vikan, please join here. The two of you can better explain why you are not writing. Thank you. You didn't bow to our maze. Thank you. Is that bow again? Bow again. Thank you. It's because you are bowing too harshly. I don't know if you're angry at the maze or myself.
We were writing and we are sorry.
Thank you. You may have your seats. When you sit down, please write that the two of you have been recommended to the Privileges Committee of the 16th House for redress. Please write it because you have been recommended to the Privileges Committee. I think their monies will increase because they'll have a sitting. Thank you for writing. So please, as part of the orders, make sure that the clerks are writing all the time. Or else when you come, you will delay your time because when you come, you have to correct minutes. And you will not come and say, I didn't say this, I said this, I didn't say this. So when they are not writing, make sure that they are writing. And please, in as much as the auditorium faces this way, if you are fixing the speaker's chair, fix it in a way that he looks here so that he doesn't have to ignore here or here. You get me? You don't have to fix it like this. It's like the house is just here, but the house should be here. So, Marshall, please come and let's work on it. Honorable, please, you have the floor.
Right Honorable the House, in an event where I have to undertake a project in my constituency, which would be beneficial eventually to other non-residential constituencies, and I need external funds. From the UNRC Constitution, it doesn't state explicitly how we are to receive external funds. So do I have to propose a bill on how to go about that?
So I think that in the wisdom of, from experience, I think that people should see the SRC president before he even does his budget. The world works on men we trust, arrangement with men we trust. Mr. President, I think our coffers are this. We are pleading that you give us this amount to support our project. We will also help you pass your budget fast. Is that not nice enough? Yeah, so at least. Yeah, normally they give you, but I'm only saying that for the first time, people should approach them rather. So that, I mean, you know how much and you plan accordingly and you take it. Because this year, I don't think they've taken theirs. Or you should take it. Financial is here. Financial is here. So please, that is how you work on that. And please, any other? Please, and as promised, I will get you your allowances, but I don't know. Maybe I'm here to reach out to authorities and see if I can get you food. Yeah, so we are the makers of our own rules. So. Okay, so on that note, we would do the AOCBs and do adjournments. Thank you. Yes, please.
Mr. Speaker of the House, once again, my name is Honorable Karim Hamza, course president-elect for Humanities and then Social Sciences. This is just an advice and then also a commitment that we are all in a capacity to ready to serve our own people. One thing that we all should note about is this is a house of order and then a house of records as well. We don't want to hear anything as such where the Financial Secretary-elect will come here because, I mean, from the 16th, from the 15th House, we've experienced where Financial Secretaries will come with budgets, go back and then come back again. Issues with bills and then back and forth, sit on Sundays, evenings, and then we also have classes to go and all that. We do not want to hear such issues in the 17th Parliament. So just an advice to all of us, members of the House and also elected executives as well, from the XRC to the various elected executives as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Member.
Right Honorable the House, I am Honorable Nanaje Kumbuatin, the President for the Science Students Association. I would like to, I know this is not a formal session, but then I would like to put this before you so that if you can relate with your, relate to the appropriate people that are responsible. When you go to the library mall, the new one, mostly students go there to study because it's exams hours. We were thinking that because the main library runs on a 24-hour system, obviously that one should have also been running on a 24-hour system. But then I was personally a victim last Wednesday when we were sacked exactly at 9:48 p.m. And so all students that were coming out of the library were consistently complaining. In fact, I personally took the initiative to call the vice president and then the president, but then unfortunately their contacts were unreachable. And so please, if something could be done with respect to the timing and then how students are being treated at the libraries, I think it will go a long way to help students. And then also, I know that for some reasons, maybe extension of the time at this particular point in time might be quite difficult. But then I think at the basement, there is a free space over there that doesn't even have doors. But and yet still, the students that were moving from the main library to that particular area to study were still stuck. And so please, if communications could go on to help students to be able to study outside of 10 p.m., I think we would all be blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Any other credible business? Okay, on that note, a motion should be filed for, the floor is open for a motion to be filed for the adjournment of the sitting. Honorable Prince.
Right Honorable the President-elect and his executives, members of the House. My name is Honorable Prince Amwako, the President of the Health Sciences Students Association. I do move that the House will be adjourned. Thank you.
Any seconder? Honorable Jaja. He moved for the adjournment of the House. I want you to second him.
I, Honorable Jaja Divine, second to Honorable Prince Amako.
Thank you. On that note, the House has officially adjourned until further notice. Announcements. I would want to use this opportunity to acknowledge Miss Kimberly. I think she's running for Knust General Secretary. She's here. There was one boy who said he also wanted to be Koti General Secretary. I don't know what happened. He's also there. And of course, my boss is also there, Honorable Enoch Apia. And then there is one Obroni man at the other end. Obroni man. Minus PA. I have some hardworking persons that help me, which I acknowledge them all. The announcement is that, please, you are not honorable members. It's just, you're only due the maize because you are an incoming house and you are elected through the recognized structures of the house. And also because I ran it through the business committee, And then we were given approval from SRC president to DOSA to business committee that we should have it. And if you're having a mock sitting, we are actually mimicking sitting. And this is our parliament structure. So if you are mimicking our parliament structure, we cannot take some of it out. You get me? Yes. So how would you have known how to bow to the maze and all that? So we are not playing with the maze. We are rather empowering the maze. And at least I think so far nobody has in any way disrespected the powers of the maze. It has all been duly recognized. And processes and procedures have been duly recognized. Thank you. We shall have the closing prayer. The closing prayer is also at the back of the standing orders. So closing prayer. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favor upon the Parliamentary Council. Forgive me, I was reading the opening prayer. Closing prayers, Appendix D. O God, grant us a vision of our university, fair as it might be, a university of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a university of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a university of brotherhood, where all successes shall be found on service, and honor shall be given to the deserving, a university of peace, where the SRC shall rest on the will of the people and the love for common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people, that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of Ghana and Africa. Amen. So, on that note, we will go on recess, and then the house has come to an end. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for coming. I'm sorry that I didn't have item for you. That's not how it is. You have item. You have what else? Water. You have item. You have water. You have everything. But unfortunately, today is just a mock sitting. I just wanted us to do it solely on sacrifice. I've not eaten two. Please forgive me. Thank you so much for coming. And please let's have some informal